Hello guys, it's the Artsy Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Of course, grab your teas, grab your coffees, and yes, maybe a little bit of food. And let's do this. Well then guys, you know how this works. Let's take a sip of black coffee before we begin. Come on. Yes, lovely going on my Crash Bandicoot coaster there. And yes, guys, if you are new here today and you're into gaming retrospectives, complete unboxing experiences, art and graphic design, and of course a whole load of nostalgia, then yes, you're so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like for the video if you haven't already. And yes, guys, if you are enjoying the Artsy Gamer mess and madness and want to get notified when the next video goes live, then of course just pop on your notification bell, Howard by Tails there. Well, yesterday we had a really fun video going over my backdrop and we actually changed it out. Originally, it was just full of Crash Bandicoot products. We had obviously my little retro Crash Bandicoot statue there, the lovely sign, and then pretty much every single game that was on display was Crash Bandicoot. So I did want to mix it up a little bit. And I picked out a Splinter Cell, a Scooby-Doo there, a PlayStation 3 game. Hadn't had any PlayStation 3 games on my backdrop before. And of course, the iconic Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone that I really do need to show off, don't I? One of my most expensive games in my collection to date, and I needed to display that absolutely. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that has come out. Originally, I did actually have that Harry Potter right at the back, but come on, the reason why I did it was to want it to be on display. So I actually moved it forward this morning, and I think that looks a lot better there. So yeah, very happy with how that has come out. But in today's video, I actually want to do a bit of a let's clean. Now, we've only done one let's clean video on this channel, and again I do want to make it into a little bit of a series. Maybe every 3 to 4 months or something I'll pick one of my games that I think could actually do with a bit of a scrub up, and this is one of them. I've got Ratchet and Clank 3 here. Now, guys, this is actually another Christmas pickup that I completely forgot about. I think mainly because this was actually a swap out. Originally, I actually had another Platinums edition of this game. And, well, come on, I have really come to terms with getting nice, proper, pristine conditions rather than Platinums. So yeah, that was actually a bit of a swap out, and I haven't actually realized, but yeah, I haven't even done a complete unboxed experience on this before either on the channel. So of course I need to go and do that. It is one of the, yeah, I would say up there with one of my favorite Ratchets so far. So of course I need to do a complete unboxed. And guys, I did mention that this is a little bit grimy. So I thought, why not? Let's get this cleaned up, let's get it spick and span, and then maybe on Friday we can do a complete unbox experience of this bad boy. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go and set up in the art studio. That's where I like to do all my cleaning as well, and I'll take you kind of for a step-by-step process of how I would go about cleaning some of these, because yes, I know I've got a lot of viewers now that actually go to CEX, they find this really awesome game, but it's a little bit dodgy, you know, you got stickers located around it,
bullet holes here and there, blood splats everywhere.
I mean, maybe that's a little bit exaggerating,
but still they can be a little bit battered, but that's the game you want, and you're like, oh my god. But actually, if you just buy it, and you might be able to scrub it up yourself a little bit. I have done that in the past and they've come out really well, so I thought, yeah, we'll go and do another video of that today. And again, I can pop it on my Discord as well, as we've got a little section that says clean or something like that. So yeah, there we go. So what I want to do is remove this sticker at the back here. There's a little bit of grime and residue just on the side here. Now, this actually looks really tricky to get off. So, yeah, if you come across anything like this, I'm just going to kind of give you my best advice to get something like that off. Just give the overall case a little bit of a clean, because there is a little bit of, I would say, grime just on the sides here as well. And actually, this is one where there's a sticker, on the manual, could you believe? So we will go ahead and do this today. We will try and take this sticker off the manual. It is actually paper to paper, so I'm a little bit nervous that it might rip. If it looks like the paper actually is going to rip and actually leave a tear mark on my beautiful manual, then I probably will leave it. I would rather the sticker be there than a hole in the thing. But we will have a little play around with that today and see if we can get it off. So yeah, guys, here we go. Buckle up and we'll get set up in the art studio. All right then, so here we are set up in the art studio, and of course we've got the coffee to hand. So let's just take a quick sip, guys. Come on, you know how it works here. You know how it works. Yes, baby. Okay then, so we've got our Ratchet 3 here. Now, first things first, we do need to remove the actual cover art from the box to be able to perform this task, mainly because the actual cover art here, there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. It's all on the plastic casing, and I don't want to get any water residue on this at all. So the best course of action is to remove the paper really from the plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift this up nice and freely, okay, and just slowly glide this out. All right, nice and steady. Okay, and yes, there we go. And as you can see, the actual cover art is pretty top notch. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It pretty much is just the plastic, isn't it? And I would say actually that is pretty much brand new. So it really is a shame. And you know what, guys? Sometimes if your case is completely battered, but the actual cover art is really top notch, sometimes it's actually worth just swapping out the case itself. You may actually have a better case already from a game. Maybe there's some that you've seen online just going really cheap, just some free kind of old PlayStation 2 cases, and they look in better condition than the one you've got, then yes, absolutely. Maybe you're in CEX and you find a really cheap game for like 50p or something, then you might as well buy that alongside your game, because the game that's 50p might actually have a better box than the one game you really want. So that is also another way of going around it, and I have done that in the past. So yeah, that really does work. Of course, I want to remove anything that's inside as well. So of course, we're going to take the disc out, and we are going to place that face down somewhere. You don't want to be putting that disc on the surface. Absolutely not, because again, that might cause some scratches to the disc. So of course, I'm just going to pop that to one side on a dry cloth facing upwards. Okay, that's what I'm going to do now. Lovely. Right, okay, and then of course we need to remove the manual and any slips that we've got here. Okay, we need this case to be completely empty before we actually get to work on this. And of course I'll just move these guys off to one side as well. Lovely. Okay, so we've got our naked case, nakey, in the words of Etsu. Right, okay, and then yes, you need a J cloth. All right, now I've already actually dampened this. You need your cloth to be really damp, not wet where if I wring it, water's going to sip through. Your J cloth needs to be damp, yeah, verging on dry to make this happen. Please avoid using any baby wipes. Leave, not use.
Leave, use.
Leave, that's the word I'm trying to say. They leave residue, okay? And you don't want a horrible, grimy residue smeared along your box art, because that's obviously going to ruin the art, you know, and the aesthetics, okay? So a damp cloth. Now, you can leave the cloth at that stage. If you're a little bit nervous about this, you can just use water.
Simple H2O.
All right. But previously, and my own experiences, some window cleaner actually works really well. I have noticed it actually leaves a bit of a shine to your case, and you know, if you want a bit of a shine to it, then why not? So I have used window cleaner. I'm going to use this today to show you how much of a shine it can leave, and then it is entirely up to you. I know alcohol products can also be quite beneficial as well to get really tough stains out and also sticker residue. But again, I don't want to advise anything, and somebody's watched the Artsy Gamer, they've put a load of bleach all over their box or something like that. It's completely ruined. So again, I'm not going to show any kind of, bleachy alcohol products, even though this might have some alcohol in it, but let's say I've never had any issues with this. So yeah, but like I said, if you are still very uncomfortable to do that, you can still just do this with a damp cloth. All right then. You will also need a dry cloth as well. You must have a lovely dry cloth to hand because yes, we'll need to dry everything before we put all the internals back in. And for the thing that I'm going to be doing today, I probably would advise getting a blunt knife, or as blunt as you can get it, maybe a butter knife as well. I'm going to be using this ridge here to potentially get some of that grime that was just kind of stuck here. Can you see that there? That actually seems to be an issue with the plastic casing, but there is a bit of grime just lurking around there, and what I'm going to do is just kind of get that knife in. Well, I'll get there when I get there basically, but yeah. Okay, here we go. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to get my damp cloth and just start to clean. As simple as that, guys, and that's just going to get the basic grime off. It really, really is. Okay, and of course just turning it onto the back there. Nice. Okay, now we have got this sticker here. All right, and this is the thing that we're going to be trying to peel off first. All right, let's get everything nice and yeah. Let's go inside as well. Make sure that's all nice and clean. Around the disc area. Lovely. All right, okay. Cool, nice and straightforward so far. Get right into the edges as well. In fact, that's where the knife could come in quite handy as well. Okay, so here we go. I'll just give you a demonstration. Get the knife, just pop it in there. Okay, so you've got quite a sharp edge there, still with the J cloth on. And then you can really kind of get to town with those, nooks and crannies actually in the corner of the case and the box. All right, so that's kind of where that tip is coming in there. Works really well for me. Yeah. All right, lovely. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that dry cloth and just, of course, give it a good old once over and a nice dry. All right, all over that plastic as well. Brilliant. Okie dokie, cool. Right then, so let's tackle this first sticker. Now, I did have a little play around with this before I came to the camera, and this actually looks like quite an easy sticker to remove. It's not actually going to rip any other stickers off, but I could be wrong. But the way it just started to peel, I was like, okay, I'm happy with this. This is not like a really rigid, stuck-on sticker that's going to be an absolute ball ache to take off. So if you've got a good lucky sticker, I would advise just going very, very slowly. Do not rip this fast. Sometimes I hear people saying they just ripped it off hoping for the best. No, slower is the best on these things. Okay, slow and steady definitely wins the race in my opinion when it comes to this. All right, a little bit tricky around there, but not, yeah, look at that. Beautiful. And then you can use the sticker itself to just kind of get any last little bits off. So that, there you go. That works for me as well. So that was quite a lucky sticker there. Brilliant. Okay. Now that will leave just a tiny bit of a sticky kind of, feel to it. So that's when you're going to go back to your cloth, your damp cloth, and of course just give it a nice little rub there. Nice. Okay, fantastic. Cool. Okay then, so give it another little quick dry down. That's it. Okay. So obviously you can put that sticker in the bin. And before we move on, let's see then if we can try and get some of this grime out. Now, I'm not too sure how well this is going to go, but when that cover art is in there, you can actually see grime. Here, these white marks, I would say that's actually more damage to the plastic. But actually, where that plastic has been damaged, like a buildup of, I would say, dirt has come about. So that's where my knife's going to come in, and I'll show you how we're going to work this. And again, you might have something very, very similar that you might need, some help with. So this is why I'm doing this today. So here we go then. I'm going to get that knife. I'm going to just get that J cloth And I'm gonna, oh, there we go. Put it in this position, okay? So it really much just is that knife edge against that damp cloth. All right. And you know what? I might even kind of go pencil hold. That might work quite well for me there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, yes, there we go. It was just around about here where that grime was. It was just at the top and just at the bottom. I'm just going to really go to town with that. Okay. And then you can flip it around a little bit as well. Oh, wow. Yeah, actually. Just doing that has taken off a lot of grime, I've just noticed. Brilliant. Yeah, really, really good. Flip it over as well. Yeah, it's just in there that I believe is a little bit dirty. All right, okay. So, that'll probably do. Yeah, nice. All right, okay, perfect. So we'll just remove the knife there from the cloth. Okay, and you know what? That's pretty much kind of the last time we'll be using the actual damp cloth there. So that can pretty much go to one side now. And we'll bring in our, window cleaner here and then our dry cloth. All right, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my window cleaner, and it is just a very, very quick spray. You don't want to be plastering this all over your case. No, no, no. Just a very quick, oop, that's it, that's enough, that's enough.
That's enough.
Okay, we'll do the first side first. You're going to get your damp, well actually I'll say it's a little bit damp now, your dry cloth, but I would advise actually changing it with cloth when we do the full dry down. Yeah, that's a must. We'll get there though when we get there. But of course, here we go then. Just get it going now. Circle movements. Okay, circle movements around this box. Okay. When you do those circle movements, it really just works into the plastic. Yeah, spot on. That's exactly what we want. Lovely. In fact, actually doing that actually dries it a little bit as well, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And look, and just come on, guys. Look at that. Yeah, very, very happy with how that has worked. Can you see how the window cleaner has made a massive difference? Yeah, compared to kind of just the wet, damp cloth. Yeah, really, really lovely. Yeah, see, you can still see kind of like some of the marks. It's a little bit weathered, would you say? But as soon as you, as soon as you kind of get that window cleaner on it, real, real lovely shine compared to like a duller one here. All right then, so again, we're going to go with that spray. Very quick blast, nothing too much.
Very quick blast, nothing too much.
Yep, that's enough. All right, and again, you're going to get your dry-ish cloth now. And again, just start to circle. Yeah, there we go. Lovely stuff. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, there's a definite difference there, isn't there? Definite difference. What a shine. And of course, that lovely artwork's definitely going to shine through now, which is great. Yeah, look. Yes, come on. Come on, look at that. Brilliant. Okie dokie. Lovely. Okay then, so yeah. Now we'll just go back inside and we'll just dry everything off. And also I would advise actually just lifting the plastic up a little bit and giving this a bit of a dry round, because you need to make this completely dry before you put your artwork back in. All right. Now what I actually would advise is you leave this. You leave this just resting like this, or resting maybe just on a surface with the plastic just held up a little bit. Okay. To make it fully dry. All right. I wouldn't advise just doing all this, then put straight your artwork back in. Just to save time though, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure it is completely dry. As much as I can, then put the artwork back in just to show you. But please, if you are doing something like this, yeah, oh gosh, maybe leave it 10 minutes. Leave it 10 minutes and it should be nice and dry. All right. But okay, swap over your towel. I'm just going to do that now. I have actually got two of the same, but I am actually swapping it over to a completely dry towel now. So ideally you should have two kind of really dry towels. All right. So yeah, here we go. just get a good dry now. Good dry. And again, there may have been some water that had seeped through. So just get right in there now, really dry it off. Okay, you don't want any water residue to get in this plastic at all because it could damage that art. All right, okay, really get in there. Like I said, leave it for 10 minutes or so as well. But just for the camera, guys, I'm okay to just go straight into it. Make sure everything is nice and dry inside as well. Yeah, lovely. Okay. Fantastic. All right, and that is our front cover there, I believe. Okay, so here we go then. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the original artwork back inside. And why not? Let's have a sip of coffee, guys. It's going to go cold. You know what I mean? Lovely. Okay, here we go then. So first things first, we will get the lovely artwork back in. Now, I always find this a little bit temperamental, but I believe this is the best way of doing it. You kind of, spread out your fingers in there to make it really open, the plastic really come away from the box. I have no issues with this. I've had none at all where the plastic is like ripped or anything, the box has fallen away. It almost feels like it might, but I've never had any issues doing with this. So this is my best way of doing it. Spread your fingers out, get that plastic nice and open and away from the box. Okay, and then you can start to work that beautiful artwork back in. Okay, just like that, nice and slow and steady. Okay, just caught there as well. And nice, slow and steady. Okay, it is very temperamental. Okay, this bit here. Okay, lovely. It is very slow process, guys, because it is, there we go. Oh my gosh, this one is actually quite hard to get in. There we go, nice and slow. Yeah, it's coming down. It's always a bit.
It's always squeaky bum all the time when you do this.
There we go. Lovely, very slow, very gentle. All right, okay, lovely stuff there. Very happy with that. Let's just move it down ever so slightly. I thought it would there we go. There we go. Look at that. Wow, oh wow, look at that shine. Just look at that beautiful shine there. That is really lovely. I'm very happy with that. Let's just see how that box. Oh, yes, guys. Can you see the difference now? Can you see that difference? Just spectacular. I'm very happy with how that has come out. Lovely stuff. And again, no sticker residue now. Very happy with this box. Beautiful. Yeah, really good. Okay, so of course we can put the disc back in. All right, let's just get that now. And of course, we'll put that lovely disc back in. What a beautiful disc as well. I can't wait to do the complete unboxing on Friday. Can't believe I've forgotten to do this actually. So yeah, there we go. And of course, before we pop this manual back in, we will see if we can prise this sticker off here. All right, so it has been coming away gently. So I believe the best approach here is to just go with the same format that we did on the back of this box. Just go really slow and we'll see how things play out. So here we go. Really slowly. All right, it is quite a stiff one. Okay. Oh, don't know about this. Oh, is it ripping some of the paper? Oh, don't know. Okay, yeah, it's wow, okay, yeah. The actual sticker is ripping away there, the actual sticker. Okay, so I'm happy that it's not actually ripping any of the paper. Like, this is still very much intact. So what I might do is I might just slowly remove the sticker, and then maybe, potentially, another video to come, we could see if we could get this off very gently, and it could kind of be like another Let's Clean or a sticker remove when it actually comes to the manuals, because I believe this is definitely a different ball game. So let's just remove the main part of the sticker there. Oh gosh, okay, yeah. Not great at all. Let's hope this is not going to rip any of the artwork as well. Okay, I can feel it's just the sticker, so it's not too bad. All right, okay, I'm happy with that. All right, so okay, yeah, all right then. Maybe another video to come we could see if we could try and get some of this sticker residue as well. And you know what, guys, it might help you. You might have experienced something like this before and you may need a little bit of help, or you have experienced something like this before and you know exactly how to get this off. So yeah, definitely get the comments rolling in if you have. Feedback is very much welcome. We're all a big gaming community here, collectors at that, so we all need the best help to get our lovely games top notch and complete and pristine, don't we? So yeah, there we go. I think that does look a little bit better than that big orange sticker splashed over there anyway. So yeah, there we go. Let's just pop this back in. Of course, if you do it, make sure that that is completely dry before any internals go back into this case here. And then yeah, let's close it off. Boom! All right then, there we go. And that is ready for Friday's complete unboxed experience. Well, there we go then, guys. This is our lovely cleaned up Ratchet & Clank 3 on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for quite a while, actually, ever since I picked it up. I think I'd actually said in a few videos that, gosh, yeah, really happy that I've got this. Glad it's not Platinum's, but the case isn't looking the best, so I would like to do a Let's Clean. And then, yes, there we go. This is the second Let's Clean on our channel, and yeah, hopefully more to come, especially when we were looking at that manual there. So potentially we could get maybe some sort of Let's Clean or sticker removal help when it comes to manuals and stuff. So yeah, there we go. Another thing to add to the channel, which is always really exciting. And of course, guys, we can fully put everything back. Yes, because this did come with advertisement slips. So yeah, and look at this one. I mean, yeah, it's got Sly on there, but boom, boom, boom. Look at this Jak and Daxter advertisement slip. So yeah, I cannot wait to get cracking with this on Friday. What a complete unbox experience this is going to be. And yes, guys, I am still currently playing this over on TikTok. We're playing this on the weekends, and I believe I'm getting there. I'm not too far away from the end now. I've got lots and thoughts of feelings on this game, so yeah, because I am actually nearing the end of this, I have to get the complete unboxed in, because that's what we kind of do, don't we? I kind of go into it, my thoughts and feelings beforehand, then I go and play it, and then I revisit it. And did my thoughts and feelings actually match what I first saw from the box and from my previous experiences? So yeah, absolutely, that's what we like to do here on the Artsy Gamer, isn't it? But let's just pop this back in, of course. Let's have the lovely Jak and Daxter popping in there. So yeah, there we go. And of course, lovely complete unboxed. Very happy that I found advertisement slips here as well, because yes, if they did, that is the true complete unboxed experience, isn't it, when they have advertisement slips as well. So yeah, there we go then, guys. That was today's video. I hope you enjoyed that there. And of course, guys, more stuff to come. That is me then, guys, the Artsy Gamer. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Over and out.